Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Stylebytife. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to draft a stylish monostrap bustier blouse. So if that's something you're interested in, keep on watching. And if you're still yet to subscribe to my channel, please hit on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. Now let's get started with the video. Now to start off this tutorial, the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is to fold my pattern into two. So I'm going to go ahead and fold my pattern into two. So from this part that doesn't have any cuts, I'm going to go ahead and rule a starting line on this edge part here. So this starting line is going to serve as the shoulder line. So from this starting line, I'm going to measure down to my bust point, and that's 10 inches. So I'm going to mark 10 inches and then mark it here on this other side. From the shoulder again, I'm going to measure down to my under bust, which is 13.5 inches. So I'm going to mark 13.5 inches and then mark it here at this other side here as well. From the shoulder again, I'm going to measure down to my waistline. So my shoulder to waist is 15.5 inches. So I'm going to mark the same thing here on this other side. After marking it, I'm going to go ahead and take my blouse length. So the length of the blouse I'm working with is 23, and then I'll go ahead and mark it here on this other side as well. After marking all these points, I'm going to go ahead and connect all these points with my straight ruler. So these are bust line, the under bust line, the waistline, the hem line, and then the shoulder line. After getting all this, the next thing I'm going to do is on this shoulder here, I'm going to go in by 3 inches for the neck width. And then I'm going to mark half of my shoulder measurement, and that's 7.5 inches. So my shoulder measurement is 15 inches. 15 inches divided by 2 gave me 7.5 inches. So from this 7.5 inches, I'm going to come down by 1 inch for our shoulder slope. Now connect from this shoulder slope into the neckline. The next measurement I'm going to take is my armhole depth. And how I normally do this is by dividing my bust measurement by 6 and add 1.5 inches to it. So after dividing that, I add 7.6 inches for mine. Another way to get your armhole depth is by taking the measurement you have here on this shoulder and then replace it back here. Do you understand? So I'm going to go ahead and rule a line across and then rule a line to make the shoulder slope. So this is our chest line. Now I'm going to take the measurements I have in between here and get the midpoint. So from this midpoint, I'm going to go in by half an inch. On the chest line, I'm going to divide my round bust measurement divided by 4. After making the mark, I'm going to connect it to make the midpoint, and then from this midpoint to make the armhole. So these are our armhole cuff. Now I'm going to take half of my nipple to nipple measurement. That's 3.5 inches. I'm going to mark it on the bust line, on the under bust line, on the waistline, and then on the hemline. After marking it, I'm going to go ahead and connect all these points with my straight ruler. Now I'll go ahead and take in my dart intake. So on this under bust line here, I'm going to mark 0.5 inch towards the center front. I'm going to mark the same thing on the waistline and then on the hemline. Coming to the under bust line again towards the side front, I'm going to mark 1.5 inches. So mark 1.5 inches to the other side here, and then you mark it on the hemline. After marking all this, I'm going to go ahead and connect all these points with my straight ruler. If you're on a bigger size, mark 0.75 towards the center front, then you mark 2 inches towards the side front. After getting this, from the bust line, I'm going to come down by 1 inch. So from this 1 inch point, I'm going to use my curve rule to connect from the under bust to make the bust point. I'm going to connect it on the both sides. Now I'm going to measure my round armhole measurement. So what I have here is 8.5 inches. So I'm going to divide that into 2. And I'm going to take the measurement here on this armhole. So what I just did here is that I divide this armhole into 2. Coming to this bust line here, I'm going to go up by 0.5 inch. After marking it, I'm going to connect it with my straight ruler. Now I'm going to connect from this midpoint to meet this half an inch mark. So after marking this, I'm going to come to this armhole here and go out on both sides by 0.5 inches. I'm going to mark 0.5 inch on the both side. After marking it, I'm going to connect it to meet the bust point. So take the measurement you have in between here. What I have is 1 inch. So on this second line here, I'm going to extend it upward. I'm going to extend it with that 1 inch mark, and then I'll connect it outside like this. From this armhole here, I'm going to go in by 0.5 inches. So from this 0.5 inches, I'm going to connect it to make the armhole. So this is going to be our new armhole. We don't need this anymore. Now we're going to go ahead and start taking all our body measurements. So I'm going to come to this waistline here and divide my round waist measurement divided by 4. I'll measure the dart intake, which is 2 inches, and then replace it back here. On this hip line here, I'm going to divide my round hip measurement divided by 4. I'll measure the dart intake, which is 2 inches, and then replace it back. After doing that, I'm going to go ahead and connect all the last points together just the way you see me doing. Coming to this hemline here, I'm going to go up by 2 inches, and from this 2 inches point, I'm going to curve it towards the hemline. So this is what I have now. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat this same measurement that I have here on this other side. So I've gone ahead to do that, and I'm going to go ahead and open up my pattern paper like this. It's just for us to create the curve we have on this blouse. So from the waistline, I'm going to come down by 0.5 inches. From this dart leg, the first dart leg, I'm going to mark 0.5 inches inward. After marking it, I'm going to go ahead and connect it like this. Go ahead and connect it just the way you see me doing. So this is what you're going to have. From the midpoint here, I'm going to go in by 3 inches for the neck width. So from this 3 inches point, I'm going to connect it into the armhole. So from this shoulder here, I'm going to go in by 1.5 inches. From the center here, I'm going to come down by 3.5 inches. After marking it, I'm going to go ahead and connect it just the way you see me doing. So from this point, I'm going to mark 1.5 inches again and make a mark. After making that, I'm going to go ahead and curve it down with my free hand. So this is what you're going to have. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut out the front pattern. So guys, this is how the front pattern looks like. This is how it looks. You can see. So let's go ahead and draft out the back pattern. So I'm going to keep this aside and work on the back pattern. To draft the back pattern, of course, you need another pattern paper. So I'm going to mark 1.5 inches, which is going to serve as my zipper allowance. So mark it all the way down. After marking this, go ahead and connect it together with your straight ruler. So this is our zipper allowance. So from the shoulder line, I'm going to measure down to 10 inches, which is my bust point, and then to my waistline. So my waistline is 15.5 inches, and then the length of my blouse is 23 inches. After marking it, I'm going to go ahead and draw a line across all these points. So these are our bust line, the waistline, the hemline, and then the shoulder line. So guys, all our measurement is going to start from this zipper allowance line. So from the center, I'm going to go in by half of my shoulder measurement, which is 7.5 inches. From this 7.5 inches, I'm going to mark 1 inch for our shoulder slope. From the center again, I'm going to mark 3 inches for the neck width, and from this 3 inches mark, I'm going to connect it to meet the shoulder slope. Now from this shoulder slope, I'm going to come down by 7.6 inches, which is my armhole depth. After marking it, I'm going to go ahead and rule a line across and then rule a line to meet the shoulder slope. After doing that, I'm going to take the measurements I have in between here and get the midpoint. So from this midpoint, I'm going to go in by 0.5 inch. On the chest line, I'm going to divide my round bust measurement divided by 4 and make a mark. After marking it, I'm going to go ahead and connect from this bust line to meet the midpoint, and then from the midpoint to meet the shoulder slope. Now I'm going to mark out for my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 3.5 inches on the chest line, on the bust line, on the waistline, and then on the hemline. After marking it, I'm going to go ahead and connect all these points together with my straight ruler. So for my dart intake, I'm going to mark 0.5 inches on the both side. On the hemline, I'm going to go up by 1.5 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and connect all the dart leg just the way you see me doing. After getting this, I'm going to measure my round armhole measurement and get the midpoint. So what I have here is 8.5 inches, and half of 8.5 inches, I'm going to mark it here on this armhole area. So from this point, I'm going to connect it to meet the chest line. On this armhole here, I'm going to come up by 0.5 inches, and then I'm going to mark 0.5 inches here on this armhole. So we don't need this anymore. The next thing we're going to go ahead and do is to start taking all our body measurements. So on this chest line, I'm going to divide my bust measurement divided by 4. I'm going to come to the waistline and divide my round waist measurement divided by 4. I'll measure the dart intake and then replace it back. On the hip line, I'm going to divide my round hip measurement divided by 4. After getting it, I'm going to go ahead and connect all the last points together with my straight ruler. On the hemline here, I'm going to go up by 2 inches, and from this 2 inches mark, I'm going to create a curve into the hemline. Coming to this waistline here, I'm going to extend it outside the zipper allowance. So on this zipper allowance line, I'm going to take half of the measurements I have in between here. So I have 1.5 inches. Half of 1.5 inches gave me 0.75. The reason why I went in by 0.75 here on this waistline is that when you're done fixing your zipper, you're not going to have any bulginess at the back of your dress. So when you're done fixing your zipper, you're not going to have any bulginess at the back. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out my back pattern. Searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. So this is my back pattern. I'm going to go ahead and place this on another pattern paper and cut 2 of it. So this is what I have after I was done doing that. Now I'm going to bring my front pattern and place it here like this, and then I'm going to pin it down. So when you are placing your front pattern on the back pattern, make sure the armhole touches each other. After placing this on the back pattern, I'm going to bring my front pattern and place the middle exactly on the zipper allowance area. So I'm just going to trace this out like this with my marker. After tracing this out, just fold in your zipper allowance in like this. Fold in your zipper allowance like this. When you're done folding it, place it exactly on the waistline. Make sure the waistline touches each other. After doing this, I'm going to bring my curve rule and then just connect it. So go ahead and connect it just the way you see me doing. After connecting it, I'm going to go ahead and cut it out. So when you're done doing this, remove the pins, and this is what you're going to have. So guys, this is what you're going to have after you're done arranging your front pattern and the back pattern. I hope you find this tutorial helpful. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. And please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.